Last week, my wife and I went to go buy a new car, and you're never going to believe what the salesperson said to me and what we can learn from it in the sponsorship industry. Check it out. Hey everyone, Chris Bayless here from the Sponsorship Collective. Before we dive into today's video, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you never miss an update when we release a new video. And if you want us to keep producing content like this, be sure to hit the thumbs up. It means a lot. It lets us know that you enjoy the content, and it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. So my wife and I went to test drive a car because it's time for us to get a new one. As we were talking to the salesperson, we asked, hey, can you tell me a bit about the roof rack options? And his response was, well, actually, I want you to know that if you buy this car, I'm going to use the money to send my kids to college. And my wife and I were taken aback. We weren't really sure what to make of this. So we asked again, can you tell me a bit about the roof rack options? Because we like to kayak, and my wife isn't very tall, and it's hard for her to get kayaks on the roof of the car. And again, he said, you know, if you buy this car, I'll actually use this money to take my family on a vacation that they really need and have been looking forward to for a long time. Again, we were puzzled. So we mentioned, you know, we have 2 dogs. They're pretty big, not great at jumping. Can you tell me about a vehicle that is lower to the ground so that our dogs can jump, but still has enough room for our dogs to fit? And one more time, the salesperson said, you know, if you buy this car, my plan is to go to Disney World. And I promise you, I will enjoy this money and use it for good. So naturally, my wife and I found an excuse to get off the car lot and stop talking to this person. We were obviously not speaking the same language. Now, of course, this sounds preposterous in this context. We were looking for a car, and the person trying to sell us the car wasn't selling the features of the car, wasn't asking us what we're trying to achieve, wasn't asking us why we want a new car, how much we're looking to spend, what our needs are. The salesperson was focused entirely on their own needs, entirely on the good they felt they would do if they had our money. Of course, nobody would ever buy a car if the primary feature and benefit of that car is that the salesperson will have money. And yet, we do this every single day in sponsorship sales. Let me explain. I recently had a conversation with someone who said, you know, I don't really need to improve my sponsorship program simply because I'm pretty sure companies will just give me money because what I'm doing is good for the community. It's a good cause. So I asked the question, how long have you been attempting to sell sponsorship with this methodology? A couple of years. Have you brought in any money? No. Why do you want to keep doing it this way? Because I plan to do good things with the money, and the companies should understand. If your approach to sponsorship is focused on the history of your organization, the good you're going to do in the community, your CEO's biography and how they're a pillar in the community, if you're a nonprofit and you're focusing on your mission and your vision, you are taking the approach that the salesperson took on the car lot that day. If you are selling sponsorship, if you are looking for sponsorship, you are selling marketing opportunities to the marketing departments of companies or to business owners who are trying to grow their business, get new customers. If your approach is to tell a local business owner or the marketing department of a large company that if they give you money, you'll have it and you promise you'll do good with it, you are using the process and the approach incorrectly implemented by this salesperson. My wife and I were looking for a car that is easy to get kayaks on and off of, that 2 large dogs can easily get in and out of, that's good on gas, and that won't cost a fortune to maintain. If the salesperson can deliver that to us and can meet our need, the money we're willing to pay for that car can be used for anything he chooses. He can go to Disney, he can send his kids to college, he can plan a big trip with his parents, he could do whatever he wants with the money because the transfer of value came at meeting our need, not meeting his needs. So when you're talking to potential sponsors, if you are describing to them what you would do with the money or why they should care about what you're doing because of the good you're doing in the community, you're going down the wrong path. Instead, focus on asking what they're trying to achieve, how they measure success through these types of partnerships, how they get a new customer, what their biggest challenges and bottlenecks are. You should not be in telling mode when selling sponsorship. You should be in asking and listening mode. And if you cannot help them achieve their goals, it doesn't matter how good you think your opportunity is or how much you believe in it. What matters is whether or not you can help your potential sponsors, your customers, achieve their goals. Now, if you want to learn how to build a sponsorship program the right way, and a sponsorship program that your prospects will actually want to learn more about, click on the link in the comments below for some free training that I put together called How to Grow Your Sponsorship Program. See you there.